Hey everybody, in the video you're about to watch, the following exercises that you see, I don't want you doing by yourself at all. There are a lot of exercises that I do that I have years of experience doing. I'm a certified trained professional. I know what I'm doing, I know what my physical limitations are, and I know what I need to do in order to stay safe and avoid injury without harming myself. Do not do any of this stuff by yourself. You need to have a spotter, which is a friend who's in shape with some kind of training experience, a guardian, or somebody who has some kind of training experience or can watch and make sure that you don't hurt yourself when you're exercising, when you're doing these exercises. You do not want to do these alone. If you do these alone, you can and will most likely hurt yourself if you have no experience exercising. Do not do this without a spotter, a friend, or a guardian nearby. You need to have somebody with you when you're doing these things because you can hurt yourself if you don't do these exercises correctly. I am taking the risk and doing it by myself, but I have years and years of training and I know what I can do comfortably and confidently without hurting myself, and that's why I don't do too much new stuff, because if I do too much new stuff I could even hurt myself. And there are going to be some times in the video that you see following where I don't do the max amount of reps. The set range in all these exercises, except for the very last exercise, is 1 to 5 reps, 3 sets. You're dealing with a weight that is basically the maximum you can handle. It's just about 5, 10, 15 pounds lighter than the maximum amount of weight that you can handle. It's very dangerous. You could easily hurt yourself if you drop this free weight on top of yourself. So again, have somebody with you when you're exercising. It's always safer to work out with somebody than work out by yourself, or work out in a public environment. Go to a gym where there's other people around and you could have somebody or an employee spot you. Do not do this stuff alone without any prior experience. Now moving on, a lot of the weights I'm dealing with are free range weights. That means that you have to engage a lot more muscles. Universal machines are fantastic for working out alone. That's what you want to do if you're going to be working out by yourself without a spotter. You want a universal. So with free weights, of course there's obviously a much higher risk in handling free weight, but there's also the fact that free weights engage a lot more muscles because you don't have absolute control over the weight. So you need to know what you're doing and everything in order to be able to exercise safely and get the maximum result. So be safe, have a spotter, have a friend, have a parent or guardian or somebody with you if you're going to be handling free weights if you have no experience exercising. If you don't have any experience exercising, get somebody to train with you, so this way you're both able to help each other if somebody does get hurt. I hope you enjoy the following. Okay, so this is going to be your basic bench press. I do a little technique to help me get the bar onto my chest because it's 170 pounds. But once I got it over my chest, it's actually really easy for me to handle. You don't want to let your elbow go past 90. You really just want to get the bar close to your chest if possible and then press it back up. But once you get that, it's just simple, slow and control. Keep the weight fluid and don't jerk the weight or anything, otherwise you may hurt yourself. So get the bar down to your chest, slow and in control, and then just follow from there. Okay, so this is your basic shoulder press. You're going to get the bars above your shoulder, the weight above your shoulders. I'm using 255-pound dumbbells. You don't want to drop your elbows more than 90 degrees. If you do, you want your elbows to basically line up a little bit below your shoulders or along your nipple line. If you want to use the correct terminology. Basically, if you're going to go lower than 90 degrees, just make sure your elbows are lined up with your nipples, and that's as low as you want to go, and then press it back up. Just slow and in control. Easy as that. So this is your incline chest press. The bench is at about 125 degrees. I did the math. You don't want the dumbbell dropping more than 90 degrees. Again, measure the elbows with your nipple line. Just get the weight as close to your chest as you can without dropping your elbows too much. And then slow, in control. Just press it up, in control, and just keep it fluid. Here again we have the laying down bench press, just like the barbell, except with dumbbells. I do this because with the dumbbells it's a little bit different. It's more free weight, more muscle engaging. It's not as heavy, but still you gotta engage more muscle to keep both dumbbells in control. Bring the weight down to your chest, press back up, keep it in control, and just go from there. Now this is your closed chest press. You got the bar close to your chest, kind of like a diamond push-up. You're just going to press it straight up and down. This will work your chest, your back, and a little bit of your triceps. It's really difficult at 55 pounds, but again, you just want to keep it all in control. It's just a very effective workout. Keep it in control and don't drop the weight on yourself. Okay, this is a tricep extension. This is actually one of the more dangerous ways to do it because you could easily drop the bar on your head if you don't have the good control over the bar. This is why you would want a spotter or somebody else with you, so this way they can catch the bar if you don't have the bar. You need a lot of control over this exercise. You need the right form. You need to know what you're doing to avoid injury. It's a very potentially dangerous way to do this exercise because easily if your hand flip, that bar's going to land on your face. You don't want that. Get a spotter. Okay, simple barbell bicep curl. Doing this, you don't want too much rocking in your body. You don't want your upper torso going back and forth too much. You just want to keep your body as solid and as steady as possible. Control the weight, don't rock, and as long as you do that, you'll get the maximum efficiency out of your exercise. Okay, here's your, this will work out your tricep. It's a bench row. You're going to kind of lean like a lion, keep your chest out. It works out your lower back as well. I do 15 reps here because this workout is actually too simple for me at 55 pounds, so I actually would require a heavier weight for me to be able to only do 5 reps. But because this weight is actually very manageable for me with this specific exercise, I do 3 sets of 15, both arms, and then I keep it slow and in control. I keep my back straight, and it's simple as that. Now a lot of these ab exercises are going to be the same as my previous video. This is going to be suspended leg raises and knee raises. Just keep your body stable, in control, raise your legs, lower them, engage your core, and you'll get that six pack you've been dreaming of in no time. You just gotta keep on doing it. The abs are a grind. You do them every single day. Even if you do the same exact ab exercise every day for a year, you're going to get those abs as long as you keep up with it. Okay, same as the last video, exercise video. These are laying down leg raises. As you can see, my dog thinks I'm playing with her, but I'm not. So keep your shoulder blades off the ground, hands behind your head or under your bottom, depending on how easy you want it to be. Raise your legs up and down, keep them as straight as possible, and engage your core the entire time. This is again crossover leg raises. I have my hand behind my head and I'm keeping my other leg off the ground. This makes it much more difficult to do. If you want it to be easier, the leg that you're not raising, you can lay it down on the ground and the exercise will be a lot easier. If you want it even easier than that, all you have to do is keep your hand under your bottom, except for the hand you're reaching across with. So as you can see, my left arm's reaching, so my right hand would be under my bottom if I wanted it to be easier. Okay, this is weighted crunches. As you can see, I'm basically doing a much more advanced form of crunch. As you can see, the first few reps were kind of sloppy, but now I'm getting my shoulder blades off the ground. I'm curling up into a tight ball. I'm getting the weight over my shins, and this will engage my core way, way more, getting me the maximum effort out of the workout and getting me maximum results. Lastly, we have leg flutters. Everybody's done these before. It's a grind. You gotta do them for a specific set time. I do mine for a minute. You just gotta pump your legs, get that grind in, burn the time, and just focus on something else as much as you can. If you hate this exercise, not everybody is a fan, but just focus on something else. Do the workout and you'll get your six pack in no time. If you want it to be easier, you don't have to put your hand behind your head. Put your hands under your bottom, and again, that exercise will be much easier. It works out your lower abs. This is another great ab exercise that you could do every day.